Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Cask 529. I'm Bryan.
And I'm Shona.
Tonight, I get to do something that I don't very often get to do, and that is I set up a blind for Shona tonight. How do you feel about that?
I'm good with it. I see that we have the E.H. Taylor barrel proof back, so I'm happy about that.
Coming right back. I didn't want you to forget about it. Stick around just a minute, guys, and we'll be right back. Guys, welcome back. What I've got going on for us tonight, or for Shona I should say, is a little blind comparison between our E.H. Taylor barrel proof that's coming in at 131.1 proof and Stagg. This particular bottle of Stagg is 133.4 proof, so very close to the barrel proof E.H. Taylor. Unique thing about both of these, both come out of Buffalo Trace, both are mash bill 1. So it's kind of an opportunity for us to try them both side by side. When we first got the Stagg, this was the first bottle of Stagg we ever had, the only bottle we've ever opened, and man, it was really warm. Really warm.
I remember it burning a hole in my tongue. No, it really didn't, however, it felt that way.
It did have flavors. It had flavors that we enjoyed, but you couldn't really enjoy them for long because the bonfire came right after. So, step ahead, five months, maybe 6 months, we get the H. Taylor barrel proof. I don't know. I don't know whether the edge is just off of it and makes it more enjoyable. If it's that much different, I don't know. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Is they're both in these glasses. Shona's not sure which one's which. So we're just going to try them. See what we think.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
We'll get started without further ado.
And you promised me that you poured.
What you see is what's in the glasses.
Okay.
No surprises.
Okay. Do you want me to guess which one's which?
When we're done, before we reveal, you can guess if you want.
Okay. Really nice nose. The caramels, the vanillas, a little bit of char. Nice nose. Exactly what I expect for a bourbon.
Should we put it on the palate?
Yeah. Lots of great flavors. I get a cherry note. Of course, you get that Kentucky hug. Get the Kentucky hug on my. As soon as it enters the back.
Yeah, I've got that. I actually think I get a cherry. For me, I don't know what kind of cherry you get. For me, though, it's kind of like it's more like a cocktail cherry. I mean,
Like a black cherry.
Yeah, it's real thick and heavy.
Yep, it's not a maraschino cherry.
Overall, we know it's north of 130 proof. It's pretty mild for being north of 130 proof. I feel.
I mean.
Yes, it is. It is high proof.
It's still hugging me.
Yeah.
it's still hugging.
But it wasn't a flamethrower instant. It's just a steady, nice.
It is.
It's not trying to hurt you.
The flavor's great.
Yeah, it's not trying to hurt you. I don't think.
No, not until morning.
Right. When it burns, when it really burns.
This one I'm getting a lot of caramel or toffee. It's toffee. It's still a really good nose.
This one I feel like might be a little bit sweeter on the nose.
That time I'm getting a real heavy tobacco note on one. Still getting the toffee note. A little, yeah, sweetness. This one, the nose isn't as strong as number one, but still a really pleasant nose.
Similar but different. I get more char or more oak.
Oh, exactly
out of
what
that.
I was going to say. This one, much drier.
Mm-hmm.
The oak presence there. Still a nice char, a nice caramel, vanilla, smooth pour. I feel that I know which one's which.
Okay. Do you want to taste them again?
Yeah, I can taste them again, but I think I know which one's which.
Okay.
Do you? Well, obviously you poured them, so never
I
mind.
actually do remember these ones. It's hard when there's only two. You know, it's hard to mix them up. It's hard to forget what you got, unless I'd have poured them this morning. I apologize for the background. We've been really struggling finding a background, but anyway. So you started on two again.
Number two is it's a really nice flavor. Definitely what you expect out of a Kentucky bourbon. You're getting the caramels, the vanillas, the heavy oak. This one is really, I don't want to say too heavy on the oak because it's not. It's a nice oak flavor, which I'm shocked that you kind of like it, if you do like it.
I
Because
didn't necessarily say that I don't hate it. It wasn't necessarily something I liked. It just was something that
that's there.
yeah.
Because I really enjoy it because of that oak
Now I don't get
presence.
the dryness out of that oak that comes out of your dry wines. It's different. It's dry. I see what when you call it dry, I get that. I see it, but it's not. It's much more enjoyable than what you usually call dry. I get a little bit of cherry on that one.
I didn't get
Just a little bit.
any cherry that time. On one I did the first time.
It's not as strong as what I got out of this one.
I'm proud of you for being able to pick up cherry. Again, this one I am picking up a tobacco note. I have to say I probably like the nose on number one the best.
I actually, in this side-by-side comparison, I'm going to leave them in the order they're in for me. I actually prefer one over two tonight. I got some chocolate that time also. Did you get chocolate?
Thank you. I was sitting there and
Yeah, it's
chewing on
that
it, trying to
cherry.
figure out what it is.
It's almost like that cherry is covered in chocolate.
It's yeah, but I'm also I am getting notes of tobacco and leather, but definitely the cherry on it. And I knew that there was another element that
Yeah.
I was like sitting there trying to, what is that? And it's definitely the chocolate, the cocoa. So
Yeah, it's not. It's real subtle, but yet it's easy to taste.
So
Do you have an order, or you?
I'm leaving them in the order. Now I will tell you that I would appreciate either of these pours at any time.
Absolutely,
If someone
yeah.
gave me one of these pours, I'm going to be
I
grateful.
wouldn't hand it off to anybody.
I would not. I would be
No.
very thankful. I will tell you, I am keeping number one as my one because it does have that cherry note that I absolutely love.
I'm keeping it because it's something about that chocolate and that cherry and all together. The char, the oak and the char were compared to this were just too strong of a flavor for me in this comparison.
I would like to guess what these are.
Okay.
I would say number one is the Stagg. And I say that because it had the most burn, and I still had that tingling on my tongue this time when I
tried to talk you out of that.
not that it was horrible, like the very first time I tasted it, but it was still there. Number two, I want to say, is the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. And I remember, because we just did this
Yep.
on Sunday's show,
Sunday night.
I remember that oak and that dryness on my tongue, like how it just,
So
kind of was dry. So
I did write these down because you never know when you're going to forget, right? Number one is, in fact, the Stagg. And number two is the H. Taylor. So they do just get reversed. I almost poured us a third one of something just to give us something else in there to screw it up a little bit. But
yeah, I'm glad you didn't. So I was with our new little trick that I learned how to read Buffalo Trace's lot numbers, their stamped lot numbers, and that was on our E.H. Taylor blind that we did on Sunday. So if you didn't catch that, make sure that you go back and watch that. I see this Stagg was actually bottled in 22. Now this one is kind of smudged, like someone smudged it or smudged, so I cannot read the whole entire thing. Where the E.H. Taylor, I think it was 23. Yeah, it was bottled in 23. Not that that really matters, but
no,
I'd just like to know when it was bottled, how long it's been
though.
around and bottled. Yeah.
Yeah, this is, it's still a great pour, and I really can't believe that we both picked the Stagg over the Taylor.
Now you won't be trying to give that out all the time, will you?
Based on our history we've had with that bottle.
It has really calmed down some since it's been opened.
I think it's
and
calmed down
getting some air.
dramatically. I mean, it's really opened up, and I think it actually presents better flavors now. We thought we had good flavors originally out of it, but I feel like those flavors are much better now.
Yeah. So this is actually, we received this from Arizona from his nephew, and it's a single barrel select that was picked by Fry's Food Stores. And so it is very good. We have a regular Stagg still upstairs that we haven't opened.
Yeah, it's, I think,
a
maybe
little bit lower.
128 or 129 proof.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit
Right.
lighter than that.
So there's no batch number or anything like that on this one to share because it is a single barrel, but it's good.
Yeah, it's very good. They both are. I mean, they're both still great pours.
Yeah.
This has really come a long way for us.
I am glad that we actually did this challenge because I know that we've been kind of staying away from this, remembering how hot it was.
We have. All we do is when we have company, we just tell them how hot it is,
And then they kind of look at us like we're crazy.
yeah, like it can't be that bad. And then they say, oh yeah, it's pretty hot.
Not everybody. Everybody's like, really? You don't like that?
So that's what we got going on with those. Let's see, this is Wednesday.
Yep.
Probably not another show this week. What are we thinking?
We may watch for it. We may do a live Saturday. We'll let you know later this week. I'll get a thumbnail up there if we are going to get to that. Bryan is going to go bourbon hunting Friday, late Friday into Saturday with some friends. So I'm hopeful that he'll be back and we can do a live, but we'll make that decision probably by Friday. We'll let you guys know if we're going to do one.
Hopefully I can afford to get back
Yeah,
after going bourbon hunting.
maybe not.
So anyway, guys, as always, hit that like button. Please, 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 please hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you like what we're doing. Hit the bell so you get notifications the next time we make a video. You'll know. Drop us a comment. Tell us what you think of Stagg. And tell us what you think of the H. Taylor, although we just asked you that a couple days ago. So until next time, be safe, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.